Hi there, it's Sharia Thomas here of the Beat Break Radio AM show. And I am here with Jocasta Odom of the Big Brother Season 16. How's it going?
It's great. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. We are so glad to have you here with us.
I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. So just tell us a little bit about Jocasta and tell us about this beautiful necktie bow tie, you could call it, that you have on. Love it.
Thank you so much. Well, about Jocasta, Jocasta wears many hats. Jocasta is a motivational speaker. She's a reality star. She is a radio personality. She is a great mommy. Definitely. That's number one. She loves God. She's a minister. She does a lot. But about the bow tie, it's actually from my bow tie line called Quo Ties. And I am just a bow tie fanatic. I wore one on the entire season of Big Brother 16. I still wear them to this day. And most of my fabric, like 95% of my fabric, comes from the LA fashion district. So that puts me aside of everyone who may just, I'm going to go and get some fabric from the fabric store down the street or whatever. But I make sure, I go take a great trip and get me some fabric so that people can be set out from the rest. And usually I get enough just for 10. So once that 10 is gone, it's gone.
Okay, awesome. So we know how she plays out in terms of her business when it comes to the bow ties, and you are such a bow tie talented, I would call that multi-dimensional person, from being a mother to your spiritual background to being on TV and personality. So just tell us what led to you being on Big Brother.
Oh, wow. Well, literally, I was just playing around. I've always wanted to be on the show. I've watched it since I was about 21. And the show is in its 18th season. And so, literally, I'm just like, hey, let me just try it this time. I've told myself for years, girl, do it. And I was like, nah. I'm not going to go in a house with people I don't know. And literally, I said, you know what? This time, I'm going to do it. I'll just do a video and see what happens. And it happened immediately. I was on the talk maybe a month before that. Like in February, I was on the talk. In March, they were calling me for Big Brother. So literally, it happened so fast that, I didn't have time to breathe, which is good.
Wow. I can imagine what that experience was like for you. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, the experience is great. You get to meet a lot of different personalities. I always say that reality is not reality, the way that people think. Yes, people have to get you to do specific things in order to have a show because it's still television, and you have to pay attention to that. And I always tell all of my fans, because they feel a certain way in reference to, how she played the game or what she did. And I always say, Jocasta, was edited very well, but that's not the Jocasta that you would see just on a day-to-day basis. That was the Jocasta like, okay, I'm not necessarily going to win this game, but, I need to be able to last as long as possible. So that was my goal. Like once I realized I'm not going to win, I had an aha moment. Like, okay, God sent me in here and 3 people got saved. So are you serious, God? You sent me all the way to LA just to save these 3 people? Like literally, couldn't you have found a pastor in their area? But no, he chose me. So I was chosen. And hey, it's always good to be chosen. And I remember being with Darlene McCoy, and she told me, you're the chosen one. I was at one of her 4th watch nights. And she told me that, and I reminded her of that at the Stellar Awards recently. And she was like, well, I was like, yeah, when you told me that. So I've been chosen a lot, so it's great.
I can imagine. We have Lily from the Beat Break AM show here too, and she has a few questions to ask you as well, Jocasta.
That is so very interesting. Were you actually on the show when you got your aha moment, like live on the show?
Okay, there's a difference in being live. You are live 24/7. However, there are certain cameras that will watch you, and no, like they didn't air the aha moment. The aha moment was really a Holy Ghost real good time because I went in, and then when I realized, I was like, I'm praising God for not winning $500,000. This is kind of weird. But then I was like, okay, once I realized, he'll send you places. He will. And he will send anyone. People always feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm, swimming in my sin. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Because God, he already knows you. He already knows where you're going to go, what you're going to do. So he'll clean you up, so to do whatever he needs you to do. Now, once I already cleaned up, I was cleaned up. But being in there, a lot of people were like, hey, I've backslid. How do I get back? How do I? And I would be like, God, are you serious? Like, we in this house going crazy all day. We don't know each other. And definitely Frankie Grande, which is one of my really good friends now, which is Ariana's brother. And he and we did not get along because I was like, dude, it's like no good. But outside of the house now, you're able to talk to these people. You're able to know who they really are because they really were just playing characters. We were characters.
Definitely. Now, I know it was a sacrifice for you to be, away and all the way in LA. Is that where you discovered the materials to get from the LA fashion for your wonderful bow ties?
No. Bow ties came before the show. So before the show, I was literally just making ties for me. I was doing it just for me, not anybody else, just because I liked it. I'm always a person that sets out to do something different. So you can say, oh, that's the girl, such and such and such. Every red carpet I go on, whether I'm in LA, in Vegas, in Atlanta, if people see me and our radio station is there, if they recognize me because they got, oh, girl, you got on a new bow tie. Jocasta, was it? Yes, that's right. So it helps you brand yourself. It helps you keep yourself relevant. And everybody knows that that's great. That's an awesome thing to do. So the bow ties came before Big Brother. Big Brother just catapulted the bow ties.
Good. I'm glad that the sacrifice was worth it. Now, where exactly are you from?
I am from Georgia. So I always say born and raised. A lot of people are like, okay, you were born and raised in Georgia. But I was like, well, I'm not going to say I don't count Sacramento, California. I just know that I was only there until I was 5. Mm-hmm. So I always go, wherever you went to high school, that's you. So here, Georgia, that's me.
Awesome. Well, I am so happy to be able to explore and witness these wonderful bow ties. I know you have those available online, right?
Yes. They're available online on JocastaOdom.com, JocastaOdom.com. And hey, they're gorgeous. And literally, I recently found some pants out of nowhere to match one of my ties. And I knew it was definitely from, LA, because where else could they have gotten it?
Awesome. Now, where else can we find you on social media if we are looking for you, or any of your other talents that you talked about as well?
So I always say, you can find me at JocastaOdom.com because you go there, you can click on any link. Facebook, you can find me on Periscope, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram. JocastaOdom.com, one-stop shop. In me, radio personality, that's my thing now. I'm absolutely loving it, and it's with a praise station. So that's me. That's my lane. I know how to stay in my lane, so I'm in it, driving it. And it's just an awesome feeling to be able to do what you love and have a great time do it, and then meet good people. I just came from the Stellar Awards. Hello. That's like gospel greats, So it's a great thing, but definitely check me out at JocastaOdom.com. But if you're just like, oh, girl, why couldn't you give us the Facebook? You can go to any of the Jocastas. That's me, except for on Instagram. A lot of my fans make their own Jocasta pages, and that's cool. I love them. I respect them. But if you definitely don't see JocastaOdom.com with my P.O. box and all of that, then that's not me. So just go check me out, please, please, please.
All right. Well, your story is definitely awesome. I mean, I definitely agree with what you're doing, especially being able to be on the Stellar Awards from Georgia to LA to Sacramento. You are definitely affecting a lot of people, a lot of young women as well as men. Other than that, I definitely appreciate your time. And I definitely I want you to continue what you're doing. It's so fulfilling to be able, like you said, to do what you love and for people to witness it as well, especially being a young Black woman as well as a mother with talent. This is Beat Break Radio with Lily.
Sharia Thomas, and next up we have Doodoo Brown, the comedian. So stay tuned. Thank you. Bye-bye.